One of these days I'll get streaming down. All right. Hey, what up, everyone? No one's here. All right. I feel like maybe I should have a little mascot for building stuff. That would be funny. I think I used to have a mascot for doing customs. All right, let's see. Let's see if the stream is working. How much delay is there? Wow, that's a lot of delay. How much delay is there? Wow, that's a lot of delay. How much delay? Alrighty, well, so in case anyone watches this video in the future, I'm doing this one because I need more views, and I guess more public interaction, and two because I'm doing a video for this Nidhiki mock that I made, and I took him apart, and I figured, hey, I might as well do a live build just for fun. So here are all the parts lined up. There's quite a few. I don't want to say I was insane when I designed this, but I came up with this last year. I think before I found out I had the tumor, and yeah. So this design is from last year. Maybe it's not the greatest of designs, but I really like the way it turned out. So I guess might as well just get started. Hello, Edgar. I am doing just dandy. How about yourself? All right, that goes there. Maybe I'll save that for last. So one design that I really liked that I did was in the animation, Nidhiki has Rakshi legs, but he has a ball joint down here. Now, you can't really do that there's not an official way to do that, but I like this way I came up with to keep the legs locked close, because these pieces like to fling open. One thing I decided to do was take one of these axle pin things and just hold it in place. Bada bing, bada boom. It's ready. Let's see what part. I think I used black. I have a bad memory. So one thing that I like that I was able to do was by taking one of these pieces and holding it in place with, I guess this is called a lift arm. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that custom finish, man. By taking this 1x2 lift arm and connecting it to whatever this is called. Able to do that and get another bracket, hold it in place, and then get a ball joint. Now, with this design, I wanted to go with only parts you could get in the early 2000s before Legends of Metro Nui came out. So this part I'm kind of cheating on just because the old ball joints suck and these new ones are the way to go. And go ahead, get that piece there, and there we go. That is one leg done out of 4. So we're just gonna, I really like this design. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. This is really just kudos to the animators for the Metro Nui movie. I really like this design. I like how this can almost be like a hand spoiler for the movie. So let's go ahead and get this going. Well, thank you. So I really like this because The reason why I like this so much is for a while there, I was having issues with the legs coming apart all the time. And if you know anything about this design, it's for the Roxy, and they had a gimmick where you pushed on the head and it launched this thing called a Crota. It's this little rubber worm. Looks like a gummy worm. Don't eat it. So by putting that piece there, it keeps everything locked in. Gosh, I hate that's an expression, but it keeps everything locked in place. And just get these little axles connected to the lift arm. I don't know what this piece is called. Does anyone know what this thing is called? They actually, like, there's like 50 people watching. All right, and get that lift arm in place. Bionicle is already a very niche category, and I'm doing a live stream on a custom lock. That's great idea. Anyways, let's see, what else can I talk about? So on the last live stream I did, I asked, hey, would you guys be interested in Bionicle? And someone said yes, and they're not here, so I am a little disappointed with them. I'm kidding. All right, so that's the second leg done. Just gotta rinse and repeat. That is one thing I do like about Nidhiki, is his insectoid design. That's one thing I like to mess around with when the mock is finished, is I like to give him like a spider mode. Not a spider, a bug mode. Because everyone knows spiders have 8 legs. All right, and plug that in up top. And there we go. There's another leg completed. All right. So I really like how this turned out. I feel like it's the simplest way to get the design across. I did have other designs initially to get this leg, but I felt like this was the quickest, most streamlined design. You know, I can mess with Bionicles, but I have yet to take apart my pistol to clean it. I am not a good gun owner. My poor gun has not been cleaned. And when did I get it? When did I turn 21? In quite a few years. I desperately need to clean my gun. Maybe that'll be the next live stream. Hey guys, Dredge here. I'm bored cleaning my gun. Oh. Ooh. All right, so evidently I found a ball connector that doesn't slide off that easy. Wow, that actually has a nice grip on there. And here we go. All right. Huh. It's a little loose. A little loosey-goosey. There. Well, okay, that's also loose. What is going on? Maybe it's the connector. It might have been the ball connector for the neck. Okay, there we go. That's tighter. Much better. All right. So yeah, with all these fingers, or with all these legs done, kind of looks like building a hand. That maybe I could. All right, now that we got all the legs done, what are the legs going to attach to? Well, I believe it's called a thorax. So you would think we're going to take this little 1x2. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to be taking one of these longer pieces, shoving it in there, and then taking these little washers, axle washers, I guess that's what they are, and placing them in there, and then the legs will attach right there. And now we get to take one of these gray pieces, wedge it in there. Now comes the fun part, trying to figure out what the heck did I use. Would you let John Cena... No. No, I would not let John Cena kick my ass. What did this piece go to? Darn. I don't remember. We'll get back to that. Let's just move on to the pieces that I remember. All right. And then we're going to build something that looks kind of phallic. All right, here. Rock sheet, very nice. I think I had the blue one. Oh, these aren't rock oh, yeah, Rockshi. Yeah, actually, I do have a blue Rockshi. No, I'm not building Rockshi. I'm just using Rockshi parts. And we're going to take this piece. And we're going to attach the Rockshi spine to the back right here. And lock it in place. All right, that's starting to look like something. All right, so we're going to take this piece, wedge in this little, I don't even know what you call it, that part right there. And we're going to build up the neck. So where's that ball joint? There we go. And then we're going to take the head and just plug it in on top. Now, you may be wondering, yo, why is the neck so long like that? Well, in the animation, his head is very articulate, and it's on a weird neck assembly. So we're going to take this phallic-looking thing and plug it in the chest to give him some gear assembly greebles. You're building yourself a little helper robot. Will smother your enemies in their sleep for you. Nah, I don't need that. Alright, and this had to hunt down this piece. I know technically he's supposed to have a Borok shield for the chest, but I just think that looks nicer. And we're going to give him a little chest light, like so. And then for the arms, we are going to take these pieces, put the little connector in, plug in the Borok eyes, add these connections like so. And speaking of Rockshi, I know technically he's supposed to have Rockshi legs for the arms, but you can also get away with this kind of matching the geometry of the CGI model. Just plug that in. Well, one thing that I haven't been able to get right really is the arm articulation. Mostly because the design is kind of awkward. It's an awkward design for an awkward character. So the articulation isn't the greatest, but considering he's a giant crab monster, I think it's okay. Oh, yeah, the claws. So with these, we're going to take these little pieces right here. And I think this is called a rod. I'm not too familiar with the terminology. And we're just going to plug it in right there. And that, with that plugged in, it gives it enough friction to become the claw. So right there, that surprisingly holds itself pretty well. Crab monster. Ew, that's gross. And then I'm going to take this little axle and I'm actually going to plug in this piece. So my idea was to build this with only parts that came out between 2001 and 2003, or before the Toa Metru came out. This is the only piece that disobeys that rule, just because I like the way it looks and there's nothing really similar to this, and it fits surprisingly well. So I had to break my own rule just for this piece. So that's one claw done, and there you go. Like I said, this is supposed to be Rakshi legs for the arms, but I feel like, what is this for? It's Bionicle. It's because I wanted to. Now, for the mask, there's not an official mask that really matches Nidhiki from the CGI model, so this or this mask. Again, if I go with this mask, I'm going to be breaking that rule of, hey, only 2001 to 2003 parts. But kind of like the way it looks. It's closer to the CGI model. Shapeways did have a Nidhiki mask, but unfortunately Shapeways went bankrupt before I could buy it, so ugh, joy. Plug right there. Alrighty. And we are almost done. This might be more fun if I was drinking. Hey, try and figure out how to rebuild this monstrosity while intoxicated. Alright. Nidhiki Toaver, brother to Lee Khan. Compassion. Oh, I'll get there. But yeah, speaking of Toa Lee Khan, I made a Toa Lee Khan, but out of the Toa Mata. Again, going for the original build. Thankfully, these parts were repainted, so, you know, I'll allow repainted parts just as long as they're the original parts, just a different color. Alrighty, so now we can go ahead and get his leg on. Thank you. Alright, now I remember. So I ran out of, if you recall, building the legs had that piece holding it down. I ran out of those parts. So another thing I devised was taking one of these pieces and wedging it. Oh, actually, how did I do this? You know what? I think it might have been from the bottom. And this plugs in. Yes, there we go. Not the greatest, but it does help it keep it in place. So then we go ahead and get these last legs on, and bada bing bada boom, this Dark Hunter is ready to bring doom. Alrighty. There we go. Now, Alex, I see that you say do a hover mode. It's actually pretty easy. His hover mode, it's kind of lazy, you know. It's just him doing this. So this is his hover mode. But yeah, I really like the way this guy turned out. His original CGI model, kind of a monstrosity. In the lore, he used to be a Toa, but then he got mutated. So that's why he looks like a spider monster, crab monster, a monster. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's why he looks monstrous. It's because he betrayed the Toa and... gross. He betrayed the Toa, and surprisingly, Krika, when I was a kid, I thought Krika used to be like the blue and white Toa. Like they were also converted. I didn't know the Bionicle lore, but I thought the Dark Hunters were creations of the Makuta. But they're just an entirely different species. Here is Krika and Nidhiki side by side. Again, came up with these last year. I don't know why I never got it. I'm lazy. Sometimes I can be very lazy. So last year I was very lazy, never got around to doing anything with these guys. Mostly because I was trying to perfect the builds, and then work was busy, and then the surgery, so I was just not feeling it creatively last year. So yeah, that was how to build Nidhiki. Did you do Turaga Duma? No. Although I try to make an updated Turaga Vakama build, just because I feel like the Turaga are pretty messed up design-wise. I don't like the way they turned out. This is an okay... I'm not really that well experienced with mock building, so I was really reaching when designing this. In hindsight, I think I know what I could do. Actually, well, on the stream, I might be able to do something. Would you like it? Yes, yes, I would. I would love a continuation of the old Bionicle. Yeah, that's not quite right. Nope. I thought I had something. I really did. Back, you foul creature. All right, well, I guess not. Whoops. Maybe one day I'll get around to perfecting this Turaga build, but this is the best I can do so far. I kind of like it. It's a little more squat than I would like, and obviously the proportions are a bit wonky, but Bionicle has never really been perfect about proportions. So, yeah, what can you do? Alrighty, well, yes, no one else is gonna jump on the stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, probably just gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build along. Expect a video of this guy coming out soon-ish. Went ahead and I started filming an actual review. So maybe I'll get that done today. Anyways, y'all have a great day. God bless and be safe. How do I quit? Adios.